What is up, guys? So today we are going to be talking about what the heck is going on with Dueling Network DN with no pictures. It's like unplayable, right? So a lot of people think this is the end of Dueling Network. Rip and pepperoni, Dueling Network. We all go into Dev Pro, YGOh Pro, boys. But anyways, check out the new Dueling Network rarity coming out here soon in the TCG. But jokes aside, alright, if you guys have logged in Dueling Network, you can see how awful the game looks right now. It's because they've removed all images, and we'll talk a little bit more about it because I've seen a lot of people making these videos. They wanted my opinion on it too, and the thing is, I don't think a lot of people understand exactly what the heck is going on. So first off, if you log into the website, or go to the main page, it says, due to intellectual property use, I have removed many images from the site due to a short time frame. I had to implement this. The UI might be unstable while I work on the kinks. Please bear with us for now. But what it comes down to is, apparently, well, I'll show you the cease and desist order, but they're still using the Yugioh like logo right here, and even if it says this site is in no way affiliated with Konami or the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game, this and Dev Pro and YGOh Pro, they're all free and they're all essentially made by the fans, and they only really help out the game. It doesn't really deter people from buying the physical card game, essentially. You're not really losing out a sale that you wouldn't otherwise have gotten because this is a digital card game, and the online Yu-Gi-Oh game is absolutely terrible. We already know about like the other Yu-Gi-Oh games that have kind of been, they just haven't been there for like the real Yu-Gi-Oh players that want to play competitively. These are just for like, you know, Dingus Ruckus, you know, Clown Fiesta kind of games. But anyways, here's the cease and desist order that it was posted on the organization. I'll link it if you want the full read, but basically it just says a law firm claiming to be acting on the behalf of some NAS animation. So basically, the manga and the anime, apparently, they, I guess, own the rights to the artwork of the cards, which is technically something that it was either sub-licensed, or I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know if it's even related to Konami. People are saying Konami destroying Dueling Network. I don't really know exactly, but some sub-license can sub-license even further down the line. I know that. But regardless of what happens, we're all going to see it as something Konami did, because Konami's Yu-Gi-Oh games, they don't support what we want as, you know, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh players, or just players in general. If you go to some of the people that run Yu-Gi-Oh events that, you know, alright, not even, I wouldn't even want to say higher up in Konami, to just work for Konami. They even use Dueling Network, and I've had talked to multiple people that worked in Konami. They say Dueling Network is an awesome application. But there was one guy, that was, he was somewhere high up in Australia, I believe, and I talked to him, and he wanted to shut down Dueling Network, and he says, yeah, it's great and all, but they are using our images, but we don't have another alternative to the game. Why would you shut down Dueling Network, or like basically say you guys can't use our images? Which, you know, it's fair enough to say you can't use our images, and they are making money. There's ads all over Dueling Network, as you guys have known, and if you click on some of the ads, there's some CPM in there, or CPAs. But the thing is, like, this is basically unplayable. If you've logged in to Dueling Network and tried playing like this, it's really difficult to, it's basically not really playable. Like, if you logged in, there was only 1,300 people logged online, and I've had more people watching my stream than on the application that people go to like duel, and to me that's like mind-blowing. That's a huge hit for Dueling Network. Obviously they're going to try to fix this as quickly as possible. It could be just some person, you know, trying to claim that they own copyright. I don't know. But here's the thing. I know that for all these that said Dev Pro and YGOh Pro going down, here's the thing. Some of those can be hosted outside of U.S. jurisdiction, so then therefore they won't just follow up on some of these cease and desist. They're just going to be like, oh, whatever. We don't apply to those rules anyways, because, like, what are you going to do? Go and fly over to our servers and, like, destroy them? Because, again, they act outside of jurisdictions. Basically, they act outside of the rules, and they just don't care. Or some servers, especially, like, in Russia, if you host some questionable content, can't eat all stuff. No, just don't talk about that. Basically, you can host things that you wouldn't be able to host and you would get in trouble in certain areas in the world. But sometimes they'll just be like, well, we don't apply those rules. The server is hosting somewhere else, so you can't essentially do anything about it. In addition to that, Dev Pro and YGOh Pro, those images are hosted on your computer. They're not even hosted on your computer. They're on. They're essentially internally. I guess you get updates technically. But the thing is, they're on your hard drive. They're not online. Which Dueling Network, I guess, if you cache it or if you you can work around the whole system, and I'll make a video on it once someone will end up trying to link all of our, basically, I don't know if you guys have torrented any copies of like games or something, but you can redirect things, or if you use private servers on like Lineage, World of Warcraft, any of those things, you can redirect stuff. All right, so that can be a workaround. And in addition to that, I know some of you guys just really want to play a Yu-Gi-Oh online game. Now, I'm going to link this thing called How to Download and Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Online for Free, DevPro. I'll link that down below in the description box, guys. This is completely free. It's way better than Dueling Network, because everything is done just like it would in the video games. When you activate a card effect, it's going to have that card effect. It's not going to be like, oh, you have to move these cards, you have to destroy all cards on field. But for the most part, this is a quick fix for right now. When someone else will like redirect all the images to a different place, or you can redirect them to the hard drive if you can figure that out. Like I said, I'll update you guys on that. So anyways, what I think is really dumb, okay, if this is real, if this is done by Konami, because I think it's a safe assumption that somehow Konami could technically sub-license the content anyways, because they should have the rights to do so, because they're technically showing off most of the stuff anyways through other things. Again, they probably have a sub-license, or they could have a license. But they know that Dueling Network should be something that the players like and enjoy. And if we don't get a replacement for this, what are we going to go ahead and play? We're going to go play Duel Arena? I've talked to the guy that made this game, and he was like so disconnected with the people that want to actually play Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, first off, if you guys never played this game, I'm going to go ahead and link this game down below in the description box, and you guys can watch how terrible this was as a game. This was supposed to replace Dueling Network, and I talked to the guy that created the game, and he just didn't understand. I told him, you can't make it so people have to pay real money to duel more than 5 times per day. That was how it worked. You had to pay real money to duel multiple times. In addition to that, you had to pay real money for cards. You had to pay to rent decks, and like the decks they gave you were so bad. Like this X-Saber deck over here, Saber Vault. Like who plays that in X-Sabers, man? I know that you see Emerald, but the hand shows some pretties and stuff. But they're like Ano Piranha. They're like vanillas in here. This was a terrible game, and it flopped. I told him people do not want this. This is going to fail, and he's like, no, this is going to be the game. It's probably going to be replacing Dueling Network. This is an official card game, so we're going to get much more. No, he didn't understand at all. People don't want to pay for cards. People do not want to pay to rent decks. People don't want to pay to play more than 5 times per day. Like, it's mind-blowing that Konami, I'm just going to say Konami or whoever owns the images, you don't shut down something and not offer your business clients nothing in return. If they were to say, do this and make their own Yu-Gi-Oh! Like if they launch their own Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, then shut down Dueling Network, then shut down DevPro, makes perfect sense. Great business, idea and mindset. But if you shut down and offer nothing, people will want to just leave the game. And then they might not even want to come back. They're like, oh, there's a new game? Well, I don't even want to, like, I've been so disconnected with Yu-Gi-Oh! For the past couple weeks. I don't know if we want to come back in and, like, learn all the new mechanics of, Synchro, Pendulum, XYZ, new mechanic. People are going to be disinterested in learning about that. And I've already talked about how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is too complex, and people jumping back into the game, a lot of times they try it, and they're like, I can't do it. But anyways, like I said, guys, it could just be like a ruckus of some guy just like saying, oh, I own this. I mean, at that point, the Dueling Network admin's too scared, man. But if anyone from Dueling Network, because I've talked to, I used to know a lot of the admins there. I don't know who runs the site now, but host it outside of U.S. jurisdiction, completely ignore that. Have a workaround so people have to download the images if you want to do that, because I know that you have spent so much time to get this thing up and running, and this is really helping out the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community as a whole to have more interest in the game. It lets more people play the game. So if you're watching this, Konami or NAS, I believe, you are gonna really hurt sales in the long run of your Yu-Gi-Oh! TV show, the movies, all that stuff. You're gonna lose a lot of people's interest, and to gain what? What are you gaining out of this? You're not redirecting them to another site. What are you going to do? Like, is this going to encourage sales of Legacy of the Duelist, which is at a format where Scout was at 3, Sacrifice, I think, was at 3. Like, the format is completely changed. And on top of that, you don't get all the cards at start. Then you have to pay, $5 to get a structure deck that's, like, not even near playable as far as, like, competitive scene. But enough ranting about this stuff. Let me know, guys, your thoughts on this below. Are you guys just going to move straight over to DevPro? But like I said, guys, if you guys want to still play Yu-Gi-Oh! Online for free, DevPro right now is the way to go. This is unplayable. Like, it's really terrible. But someone did, all jokes aside, said maybe this will finally make people read their Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. But nonetheless, I think it's just unplayable. People are going to move out. There's 1,300 people on a Friday. Like, there's usually like I would say like 4,000, 5,000. That's the average amount of players that are on. I see sometimes they even get even like, you know, more than that. But guys, watch this game, the Duel Arena. This game failed, by the way. This game completely got failed. It got shut down because no one wanted to pay money for this kind of stuff. It was absolutely a terrible game. But I think it's just sad to see like Yu-Gi-Oh! Go out like this. I hope they don't target Dueling Network or DevPro and YGOh Pro. But if they do, guys, I don't know. I hope they make, if they can make their own online application that's free, you have access to all the cards, which I doubt they'll do. That'd be awesome. But as of right now, we got no alternative to Dueling Network, and that really sucks, man. It really does. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But anyways, maybe if we can like try to show Konami that we don't want this thing to get shut down, or at NAS to shut this down. Show you guys the support by giving that like button a titty slap, and let them know that like the like ratio, we want Dueling Network. We want all these other applications to duel online with, and I'll try to tweet this out to maybe some people that maybe will be able to do something. I know the guy that made this, but I feel like, again, he's so disconnected. Maybe now that his game has failed, I don't want to like say, oh, you failed, therefore, you know, you should have listened to me. But I'm saying that like maybe he's open to more ideas, and maybe he can, you know, revamp his game, because his game, well, like, it was mechanically pretty decent. Like, it had all of like it had the right effects and stuff. The field. I wish it was not 4:3 ratio, but I really think that like the actual game was like fine in terms of like how it was like made. But the thing that made it suck is that you had to pay real money. That's really what it comes out. And you didn't have all the cards. That's all you need to do. Put all the cards in there, relaunch this thing, or just give us something to play, because I know a lot of people, they don't know how to use DevPro and they're too confused. Or, you know, if you're playing on Mac, you got YGOh Pro. It might just be too complicated for some people, and they just want to, you know, go to a friend's house, log online real quick and do it. But anyways, that's my thoughts on it. Please, Konami or NAS, do not ruin Dueling Network. You're going to hurt your sales in the long run for this game if you don't at least give us an alternative for the meantime. But anyways, enough ranting on. Let me know your guys' thoughts, and maybe if they see like this like ratio really high, they can like kind of use that as a guideline, is to be like, all right, you know, the players want this or something like that. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm signing out.